Oh, sweet. Good. And I baffled myself there for a second because it was just like 5 minutes, and I'm like, what? I don't want people to hear me like messing about for 4 minutes, like for 5 minutes whilst I'm just trying to set the stream up. Sadly for me, I don't have any beer today because I drank it all yesterday. I say all, I had like 1 can and 1 bottle. And they were nice, except for some reason the Birmingham Brewing Company beers keep like deciding they're gonna just foam everywhere, and I hate it. It's the worst. Alright, bros, why won't you show up? Don't leave me alone, bros. This is the worst when you've got friends who always come to your streams because you're just waiting for them to show up. Okay. Yeah, sure. Wait a second, what? Okay, the flow is where we're going today. Right, so where do we want to start? Okay, so the way I see it, there's probably... God damn it, my bro gave me a flowchart and I just... The thing is about that flowchart is that it's not that super helpful because it's not linked to this thing. But simultaneously, like, I get it. But the other thing is, like, it's gonna, like, just spoil the shit out of me and I don't want to do that. Just trying to figure out which one I want to pursue. Alright, so as far as I can tell, to get what I need for these 2 endings, I probably need to take this ending, this route, which probably means I have to take this route. What first set of question marks, bro? Do you mean these keys? These keys? I still think we should go back to the first doors, like the first split doors, and go from there. Because worst case scenario, like, it's probably going to unlock things for us anyway, and it'll probably make it easier to go for several different endings. That's probably how this is supposed to work. That's what I'm gonna guess. Alright, we'll do this. Hopefully it's work out. Even with the spectre of death hanging over them, their discussions continued for some time. Oh my god, these people.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
Then what should we do?
Oh, I don't want to
Talk it through.
There we go. I don't like the normal screen. I think it sucks.
Oh my god, enough! All we're doing is talking. Talking won't solve anything. It can't help us find our way out of here. really sure you want to just sit around? We've only got 7.5 hours left. We already wasted an hour and a half of our 9 hours.
You're right.
Very well then. There's only one way for us to proceed.
Sure not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump.
Well, it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing.
Thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works.
Correct. And so long as we all follow the rules, we will most likely be all right.
How does your prosthetic arm work?
But
But what?
who's going to go in which door?
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people in one door. All 8 of us can't go in the same door.
I'd like to point out that I read this a while ago, so I'm not sure if it's been debunked or questioned by other studies. But apparently 8 people is like the worst number of people to have in a group to make any kind of decision. Like at all. Like, it's the worst number. You don't want to be in a group of 8 people. It sucks. Hang on. Oh yeah, so this is what you're talking about. Okay.
Then it would seem we will...
Wait. I'm telling you now, there is no way in hell that I'm going into door 5.
Come on, don't be selfish.
Call me whatever the hell you want. I'm not going in there. If I'm going to have to walk through all that blood, then I'd rather stay here.
And we were doing so well.
I question Lotus's, like, everything.
Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Someone else can go into door 5.
Oh, Santa, not you too.
Hey man, I just bought these shoes. If you think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over them, you got another thing coming.
I hate when people say another think coming and not another thing coming. I don't know if they're technically correct or not, but I hate it either way.
What the hell, man? Weren't you the one who kept saying we should get going?
Yeah, so? Doesn't mean I wanted to go into door 5.
Oh, God.
Fine, I'll go into door 5. I can't go in there alone, though. Anyone else willing to come with me?
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry. You'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later.
How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer.
She's got a point, that isn't an answer.
If you're going, I'm going too.
What am I going to do with you?
There's nothing you have to do. If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7, and Snake is 2. And if you add Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital route will be 5.
7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 14. The digital root of 14. 1 plus 4 is 5.
I hope that the next game in the series has somebody who's absolutely awful at mental maths in it, so they're just like, wait, what? What's going on? Oh, you want me to come? We can all make it through that. I mean, I don't know enough about maths to dispute you on that. Like, that's what I want.
Oh, it works perfectly. The 4 of us can go into door 5.
Wait, what about the other 4? What's their digital route gonna be?
Lotus, Santa, June, and me. Our bracelet numbers are 88365.
Oh, God damn, I don't remember. 8365, 8365, 8365. Yeah, it's 4. Why would I ever pick anything but the right answer? So I've got an itchy throat and I don't know why.
8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 is 22. Digital root of 22, 2 plus 2 equals 4.
It's 4.
I'm not repeating the same joke from the first episode, bro.
Add up
Also,
our
I need to come up with
bracelet
another
numbers, digital root is
comedian
4.
to copy because the titles of the last 3 were all have all been references to different comedians.
Then we can go into door 4.
So I'm gonna have to hope I come up with something in the next hour or so.
Yeah. Huh. That worked out well.
So the team assignments will be like this. 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. They would go through door 5. Lotus, Santa, June, and me will go through door 4. Are these really the teams I want?
Yeah, bro, if you like the Bob Fossil joke so much, can you not find like a generator or whatever for the nonary games and just reenact the entire joke using screenshots of the different characters talking?
Beyond door 5 is what remains of the night. I never want to. Of course, if I went through door 5, I wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. I could bring June with me through door 5, but that means she'd have to see the body in there. I don't want to put her through that. Should I stay silent and go through door 4, or should I stop them?
All right then. It seems we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go? I'm going through door 5.
You should do that. I think it would be a grand idea, my bro.
We're over there too, right, Snake?
The door's not going anywhere.
You two
Slow
look
down.
nothing alike. Like, is there an in-universe explanation for this? Like, is one of you adopted? Are you both adopted? Do you have, like, different mothers or different fathers? Or is it a case where if Snake ever deigns to open his fucking eyes, he'd have green eyes too, and that's just what we're supposed to accept?
Which door?
Okay, so this is what I like to call the coward route.
I'll go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. There's nothing to worry about.
I mean, apart from traumatizing, like, a 14-year-old girl, but
I just need to stay by
whatever.
your side. This should be fine. It's no problem this way. I should see the other 4 off.
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
Now then. Goodbye.
Be careful.
I mean, like, no. Even though people telling other people to be careful is shipping material, I still ship Lotus in 7.
So horrible.
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Snake, your shoes.
It's fine. Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Sorry, Snake.
Let's go.
He's kind of mean.
Hey! How is it over there? Did you find anything?
Something?
It's just like before.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
Hey, there it is! That's gotta be that dead thing! Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
The beeping stopped.
Looks like it stopped.
Hey, guys! Are you doing alright over there?
Yes, we're fine. Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know how the red was dead?
I mean, reddish, yeah.
The dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red.
I don't remember being told anything like this the first time round. I'm kind of insulted that the game seems to have assumed I'd be a coward the first time I played it. I'm no coward.
Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome! Thanks. That helps a lot.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that. Now it's our turn.
Now, Clover seems okay,
I'll go
so that's
first.
something.
ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Run! Oh, it's counting down. We can't go back!
We need to hurry and find the device.
Hey, where the hell?
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap!
I already am.
Don't tell me the dead isn't.
Oh no! How many rooms?
We don't have time to. We just need to open.
Shit. Same here.
It's not moving.
Oh, there it is at the end. Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
How would I know?
Our time limit is 81.
I know that, God. I'm asking you how many seconds we have left. Hurry! It's the dead. Get over here.
I miss the others. I really do.
Come on, everyone.
Putting it that far away is such a dick move.
Looks like it stopped. There's another door at the end of the hallway. Let's try this one first. And of course it won't open. A keyhole.
The Mars keyhole.
What's this mark? Mail?
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars.
Have you never watched Sailor Moon, Junpei?
Well, technically, they are the same symbol. But I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Oh, that's right. The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars?
I think so, yes.
I see. Wait, where's Santa?
Yeah, so, I looked the place over. Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean
We only have 2 more doors.
maybe it's the room number.
The door on the left has a B92, and the one on the right says B93.
Yeah, we can all read, Junpei.
Alright, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
1, 2,
3! Hey, it opened.
yeah, it did. I didn't expect that.
It was so easy.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. Can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet. Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, that's some real Phoenix Wright shit right there. I like you, June. That was kind of the downside of not being a coward last time, is that I didn't get to spend much time with June, and she's quite a lot of fun. Don't stick your dick in crazy, Junpei. Ooh, matches. I don't recall spinning things around. Oh no, that's not true. It was useful once, I think, at like the very beginning.
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Oh,
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
Yeah. Why would I ever say, hey, come on, it's not like that?
Yeah. I guess I am.
By the way, Jumpy,
Hmm?
how did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D-Deck.
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
What?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
No, why would I?
I'm with Junpei on this.
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Because somebody wants to write, like, a murder game AU. Because that's what this is. A murder game AU. There should be more murder game AUs. Okay, guys, this is a challenge. I want you all to write, and write all of you, I mean, the other two people in this stream. Write a murder game AU using whatever characters you want. I don't care who they are, but, like, do a murder game meet cute AU. It doesn't even have to be long, to be honest. 1,000 words. I want it on my desk by Friday. And if you don't do it, nothing will happen.
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
No one brought this up, June. The number of people who asked this question is 0.
Do you want to know?
What?
Don't worry. Only 18.
I love this girl so much.
Times 0. Yeah, I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
You're not thinking that. You're thinking you found Mr. Right during fucking elementary school.
Yeah, I see.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything.
Also, you're not even that old. Like, at all. You guys are what, college age at the absolute oldest?
Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D-Deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
I wonder. Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yeah, I do. So?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh.
Why did you bring it up then?
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal.
Or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
Oh, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Is this a red herring, or does she come up with an interesting and valid point? What the? This game! You know the worst thing about my life is that this is my aesthetic. Like, I love this Gilded Age shit. Oh god. Whenever you start with think about this, it never goes well. I love June! She's so forward! Okay, if it connects... this is actually surprisingly normal for you, bro. If it connects to a classmate, how would anyone except you and Junpei be involved? You do know their classmates know other people, right? Like, their family and friends? Their lives don't revolve around June and Junpei. Come on, bro. I know you know this. Oh my god, this girl is thirsty.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Have we ever used the map? Like, ever?
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship.
Yeah, but knowing the CEO of a pharmaceutical company and a belly dancer and an enchantingly stupid dimwit, implausible. Okay, we've been through this. Lotus isn't a belly dancer. She's a software engineer. Part of what we're doing here is trying to figure out why the fuck she's dressed like that. There has to be an answer. They wouldn't have her look so strange without there being a reason why you can see her vagina bones.
Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said? Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason. Do you think this boat is...
A replica of the... You know the Titanic had, like, at least 2 sister ships, right? Like, I think... Didn't Seven say this was a gigantic? Didn't it also have, like, the Olympic and the Britannic as well? There were a whole bunch of the damn things. They didn't just make one, they made at least 3.
A replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make something like that?
I know, shit. I was gonna make a joke about the director, but his name has completely escaped me. Damn. Oh well, carry on.
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
Junpei knows what's up. Yeah, my face is a software engineer, unlike the rest of me, and unfortunately my face doesn't have hands, so it never gets anything done.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
The gigantic might not actually be real. I don't know. It probably is, though. I don't know. I know the Britannic sank. As the Physium, didn't that one burn because of all the static electricity? Because of how velvety it was?
No idea. But all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic.
Also, you seem to have forgotten the possibility of rich assholes.
Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they know what to do with.
Actually, I'm kind of surprised we don't have more of billionaire... Like, why hasn't Jeff Bezos got himself a project? Like, why isn't he doing something ridiculous with all of his money? Like, at least Elon Musk, for all of his many, many, many flaws, has himself a project. Like, he's doing weird shit with his money. But what the fuck is Bezos doing? Nothing. He's not just obscenely wealthy. He's also boring as fuck.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past?
Yeah, they would.
It's the site of the worst accident in history.
Is it the worst accident in history? Is it? Like, hang on. How many people died on the Titanic? 1500. How many people died in Union Carbide? 4,000. So I think the worst accident in history isn't the fucking Titanic. It might be the Union Carbide disaster. Jesus Christ. Oh, lingering effects of the poison raised the death toll to about 15,000. June. Yeah, I can see that.
Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you get cursed just for going.
Yeah, but these are like early 20th century ghosts. They'd just be like chilling, going, hey, could you put some sick tunes on? Actually, could you put a sock in it? Because it's a bit loud. Thanks.
A curse, huh?
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff?
Why can you never, like, calmly say, not particularly, not really, honestly? It's always going to be really rude. I'm going to say I do, mostly because, like, I don't want to upset her, and I'm shipping this pretty hard.
Yeah, well, I guess so, to a certain extent. What about you? No, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses.
June, you are reminding me more and more of Iris by the
In
second.
fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
I repeat my earlier statement, and yet somehow she's still much more tolerable than Iris. Oh shit, does that mean, Junpei is her Ota?
What?
A curse sank the Titanic.
If you bring up Nostradamus, I'm gonna let you die.
The curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Oh shit, I heard about this. I do not ship everyone. Okay, name ships and I'll tell you if I ship them or not. I am not like, oh, they fucking about anybody. Screw you.
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid.
Most mummies are, yes.
And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths.
This is the all ice thing. I brought it up in my bro's stream. The because they mentioned it with the Jane Doe, Iris's mum. Point one, Mark 1. Mark 1 mum. Mum 1.0? We'll go with Mum 1.0. She upgraded. Those two people who shared a stage at Eurovision. Wait, no, it wasn't even Eurovision, was it? It was the fucking election. Look, there were a lot of stages and a lot of people, and I didn't ship all of them. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right. That mummy, the priestess, supposedly, she was special.
What do you mean?
How is she more special than multiple literal gods?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
June, what the fuck?
Pretty?
Yes?
But she was a mummy.
Okay. One, you are the one who brought up the idea of Thea and Rook. And additionally, TV-san and Refrigerator Senpai are going to be confirmed any day now. Don't get me wrong, they do love Momoko, but they love each other just as much, if not more. Screw you.
That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Okay, I'm calling bullshit. She's not Lady Di. Who, to be fair, does look a bit bloated, but that's not her fault.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax. Yeah.
It's soap, bro, but go off.
The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right?
It's soap, bro.
Yes, saponification. But that's not what it was.
Huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what
It's
was
soap. It's soap. Saponification is when you turn oils into soaps. Do these people not even watch Ask a Mortician or Billy and different soap makers on YouTube like I do? Look, I've made soap before. It's nothing like wax. If you try and eat like detergent, if it's basic enough, it will corrode your throat and turn parts of it into soap. It's horrific. Yeah, corpse wax. It's actually soap. Corpse wax is actually soap.
They say that she was frozen.
Yeah, the all ice thing. Why would you... I don't understand is why would you reference this? An ancient Egyptian fucking priestess who cursed the Titanic so flippantly with a random woman who was frozen in AI Somnium Files. I don't get it.
What? Frozen?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
That's the kind of shit that would have been in all of the newspapers. Miracle frozen woman found in the desert. Ward 5. Actually, oh no, they wouldn't have done that. More in the next Pathé newsreel next week. Opening for Mickey Mouse and the... I don't know what Mickey Mouse shorts were like. it's him messing about with a cat, that's all I know.
I didn't know.
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Well, yeah.
Ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist?
Is that like part of Willy Wonka's ice cream that doesn't melt? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. This girl probably just like read it in one of those weird fact books you used to get in the 90s before we all had the access to the internet and decided to take it to heart.
No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
This is a cute bed. Oh my. Okay, so I look at a lot of memes. I just don't have I don't have anything to do anymore. And since I can't go out and like the shops, it's such a pain to go to, there's no point anymore. So I look at a lot of memes, and one of them was like this woman said, I actually told him I wanted his dick, and he still wasn't sure I wanted sex with him. Look at how many goddamn signals Jude literally said they should shower together. How is he still not sure? together. Are men really this oblivious? Or is it just straight men who are this oblivious? I actually really like June. Sometimes she reminds me of Iris, but she just comes across as a way more normal girl. She doesn't ever act like a psychopath. I think you'll find this as a vanity. A key! Let me just check the matches. I didn't do that earlier. It's lovely. I think this might technically be an Ottoman, actually. Like a low stool. You know, from the Ottoman Empire, which was full of furniture. Hey. Oh, is that another door? Yes, it is! God, those tiles. That's the worst aspect of the Gilded Age. It's so gross, I hate it. Yeah, it's for soap. I used to shower once, so I know. I actually think that the Zero Escape guy is actually a lot funnier than we give him credit for, because he doesn't tend to go in for absurdity the same way the Danganronpa guy does. Oh, is she disappointed because she doesn't get to shower with Junpei? I mean, I kind of dig it, I guess, but it's just very garish, that colour combination. Yeesh. Why did you two step into the shower? Okay, like, this is the thing. Zero decided to shove them in here for 9 hours. That's a long time. So, why can't they drink water or go to the bathroom? Yeah, I mean, he hit... Assuming that the translations are accurate to the spirit of his work, at the very least, because Japanese and English are quite radically different languages. Yeah, no, he's actually really funny. He's just doesn't go in for absurdity, so... It's like trying to compare, like, a normal stand-up comedian to Monty Python or the Beatles. Like, the fuck? God, sounds like my mum. She's taken to, when she changes the toilet roll, like, even if there's, like, a full toilet roll on the toilet roll holder, she'll just put another one on the radiator, just in case, despite the fact that it's full. Like, I'd get it if it was, like, halfway gone, but no, we don't need 2 full toilet rolls in the bathroom. What the hell, Mum? Yeah, AI does have a lot of really funny moments, but it's like, isn't it like a collab between him and the Danganronpa guy? I think we just tend to assume that it's the Danganronpa guy doing that, but to be honest, I'm kind of getting sick of the Danganronpa, what's obviously the Danganronpa guy's involvement, because it's starting to get on my nerves. It's the fucking porn thing. It's really getting on my nerves. Looks like there's a room on the right side of this pit. What? What are you talking about? Oh, he just me. Sorry, for a second it's like I just expect there to be something behind paintings in mystery games. Thing is, bro, you know me, so I hear Mr. Angenromper is under him, and I'm just like, nice. That is one massive shower. Look at it. Okay, hang on. I want to check one last thing. And then we're out. Oh no, it's just a cup. We're out. Wrong way. Daichi Angenromper. It's so, like, useful, but at the same time exceptionally self-centered to name your main game series after yourself. What? Why do you get all the nice shit? Where are they? Oh, there they are. These two are useless. This game was designed by Nobuo Ainao as a night person's night dogs. Are you sure it wasn't, hang on. I'm not as smart as you, so I need to, like, look this shit up. Are you sure it wasn't Zenko Ero Escape? Actually, there aren't that many Japanese names beginning with the letter Z. I mean, I get it, although it's a little bit odd. Dresser drawer. It's locked. Don't ruin my dreams, man, by telling me the man's actual name. A tile! So, there must be something like candles around here. Maybe. Oh, hey, a candle. Fuck, this looks so fake. I love it. Again, this is a vanity. This looks like an electric candle. It looks so fake. I dig it. A curtain. A shower curtain. Sometimes I feel really, really clever because I'm smarter than characters in video games. But sometimes I feel really, really stupid because I'm not smarter than characters in video games. I think she might actually have kids because that was a terrible mom joke. What the? How did it burn out that quickly? That thing had like 5 hours worth of goddamn wax. I'm getting flashbacks to the room now. No, the video game, not the terrible film. This is the exact shit that would show up in that game. Oh, hey, we need that. Yoink. Okay, we have 2 and we need a 3rd one.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute?
Oh god, not more backstory.
Here, take this.
A bookmark? What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Then why don't you hold on to it?
Do I look like the protagonist? I mean, kinda?
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things.
Oh god.
Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Well, aren't you just a barrel of joy?
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but what does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Because it's got a 4-leaf clover on it, Junpei.
Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay?
Sorry, did you play Clock Tower 3?
And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language.
Is it though?
Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Actually, there's a lot of just random leaves that was involved in the language of flowers. Because, like, I think they just ran out of flowers. And you know the Victorians, they're exactly the kind of people who put oak leaves in a goddamn bouquet. Oh god. You know, a homeless man once stopped me in the street once and he was like, "Can I have a moment?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm in a hurry, so can we be quick?" And he was like, "Sure."
Leaf words. Hope, faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the leaves on a 4-leaf clover.
And then he was like, "As you know, good is good and evil is evil, and good people do good while evil people do evil. The nature of these 2 things is..." And then I just had to leave.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, alright?
Hey, bro, do you wanna... This is sometimes the voice you use for things, and I don't know why. But could you do something about your gormless son? He's starting to freak me out a little bit.
Here.
Fine, I'll take it.
Alright, sure. I'll take it.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know?
You weren't, they weren't even written on the, what the fuck? Santa, please.
Hope, faith, love, even your destiny. Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
Is it because it sounds like death? Why Europeans don't like the number 13? Well, you see, when a king went to war, he had like 12 dudes with him, but the 13th dude was death. Why East Asians don't like the number 4? We don't like the number 4 because it sounds like the word death. Of course, the digital root of 13 is 4, so I guess.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Ah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages, that kind of crap scared people. This is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy.
Well, yeah, because you'd never get away with being that metrosexual at any other point in history.
I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
Because it's a half-ass number.
What?
Not the best or the worst. That's why.
What?
What?
9 is a way better number.
What?
So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
Well, why don't you hate 5 more than 4?
What are you...
You play?
play? You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros, they call Monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
What? Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
I didn't consent to this, by the way.
You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat. Of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
He is so fucking dumb. I love it. I still kind of think maybe he's June's co-conspirator. But, I don't know. Because there's something up with her. Nobody invites somebody who's got a brain tumour into one of these games unless they've got a plan for them, I think. Sorry, my ear was really itchy.
So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9, or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one.
Yeah, we've all seen stuff for Digimon Adventure Tri. My other ear is itchy now. Okay. That's sorted. Sorry about that.
Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinty, sext, septum, and so on. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octa, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see. So then Nona means 9.
So, how many of us are trapped on this ship?
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship.
These people spend a lot of time talking.
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
And there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the nonary game.
Spend so much time talking. It's amazing. so dumb. He is so dumb. I love it. I took a screenshot of that for future reference. Why is he so dumb? Hey! How this is gonna make a new tile appear, I don't understand, but it's gonna work. Huh. Why is there a hole there? Junpei, please. Thank you, Lotus. I don't usually side with Lotus, but like she's completely right. But what was the point of that? What did we achieve? Fifth from the top and third from the right. Okay. Is it that one? It's that one, right? Oh yeah, shit, he's right, there is another bathroom. Let me just check the toilet quickly. How? How is he creeping you out? Oh my god, Santa, you are so dumb. Okay, hopefully they'll remember what this looks like. God, I hate you sometimes so much, Junpei. Well, I called it. It was just in the wrong room. Much from going out the wall, but living hell. Oh, it's the mask key.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
I think I've seen this picture before.
Ooh, go on.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Can someone look to see if Sheldrake's a real person or not?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
This is auras.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s?
Why don't you have pupils?
I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it.
Cool.
I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure.
I've got to say, it's really interesting to have the smart character be a woman dressed like this. I can see her vagina bones. It's really weird. And I just don't understand why she's dressed like this. Did you go to a fancy dress party? Please tell me. Or you got back from a belly dancing class or something. Just, why are you dressed like this? For my sanity, if nothing else, Lotus.
But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book. Hey,
Pardon me?
what do you think this picture looks like?
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
Well, if there's one thing we've confirmed about Santa, is that he doesn't like modern art, and suddenly he has pupils.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything?
I guess it looks like...
I don't think it looks like any of those. Except I don't know what a Funya Rimpa is. I'm gonna Google it. Give me a moment. Oh, there you go. It is a picture of a dog. I found that out by looking at what the fuck a Funya Rimpa is. That's its nose. Those are its legs. It's a dog.
Maybe a dog.
It's really obvious now that I know what it's supposed to be. That, children, is the power of pareidolia.
No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then these are the back paws. See?
I see it. I guess you've got a point.
How did you know? You're right. I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
I googled it.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These two pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world, outside the reach of British airwaves.
Is there such a thing as outside the reach of British airwaves? Like, we didn't conquer so much of the world for nothing, you know. Like, have you ever heard, just a minute, where Nicholas Parsons, may he rip in peace, was always just like, all of our listeners in Britain and around the world.
To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc.
So did you just say that Ireland is outside of British airwaves? Ireland? Really?
Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio.
Again, maybe people are outside the reach of British TV, but radio? You do know the BBC World Service is a thing, right?
This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same tests and the same 2 pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment?
I'm not... Is that really statistically significant, though?
There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up.
Didn't Santa tell a similar story about, like, the collective unconscious or whatever? When we were in the coal room? I'm pretty sure he did.
Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Or maybe the bunch of people you picked for the second group were just more dog people. Because the thing about the lady picture is that it's also kind of a nonsense image. And more so than the dog picture.
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field. Huh.
Psych! I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
God, he really is stupid. I think that's a French bulldog, bro. Fives is like what, a Labrador setter mix.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key.
Word.
Did you just say word?
A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
You found it! The way through a door!
Ah, another hallway.
Come on, open!
God, you really are stupid.
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Look over here!
Elevators. And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That button's on, bitch.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Oh, so it's a kitchen.
Oh god. That means knives.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit. I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
I mean, you'd think Clover would be the dumb one, but no, it's Santa. And you'd only think that because she's the youngest and she looks a bit odd. But to be fair, Santa also looks odd.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
No good. Anyway, let's take a look.
Hey,
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you.
They look so affronted.
I found this a little while
So
ago.
cute.
It's a map of the B deck.
let me see that. See? Look.
Yes, yes, hold your horses.
What did you figure out?
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Shit, random grates like that are a thing on boats. I've been on my fair share of ferries.
Thanks.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Okay, Fred.
Okay.
Also, that whole story sounds like something ITV would do. Appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Okay. Do they? So it's soup. Oh, so they are college aged, good. Yeah, Lotus ships it. I'm good. I'm good. Like Lotus has got up in my estimations. She's on notch 3. Okay. Yeah, I do. Oh shit. How is this gonna be helpful? Like, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do with this shit? Bins. Pots. What's this? Is it like an oven? Okay. So it's just a grill. Okay, that makes sense. I don't like this puzzle. I think it's because it's making me feel stupid. Oh, what are you? What do you want? Yeah, but I have literally no way of knowing that number. Seasoning, grill, the door. How long have we been going? Jesus. I forgot how long these things take. So, how's everybody? Wait, what's this? That's 9, 10, 15, 16. What's that like? That's not what I want. You drink a lot of coffee, bro, says the woman who drinks an awful lot of Coca-Cola. At least coffee doesn't inherently have sugar in it. I don't actually have any items. I don't really know what it wants me to do here. So what is the passcode? These are the mysteries of life, my friends. Oh, hey, a sink. A whetstone. That doesn't bode well. Yes, Lotus, yes, he is an idiot. There's this weird thing that video games do that an electronically locked door can somehow be opened by turning the power off. No, that's just gonna leave it in whatever state it's in, you idiots. Well, fat lot good that was. I didn't notice this door. I have a whetstone but no knives. A lock but no code. She doesn't look that old. Like, this is really odd that they keep going on about how old Lotus is, but she looks significantly younger than Ace. She barely looks older than June. In fact, the only reason she looks older than June is because she's got bigger boobs and broader hips. Move them! For my sanity, if nothing else. I'd be terrible in an escape room. So impatient. Oh, a cat. Oh shit, I didn't even realise I could go through that door. Cheese! Grommet! See, the thing is, like, I've watched Midsommar Murders, so now I'm half expecting somebody to be killed with a giant wheel of cheese. God, that was a great episode. Oh, hey, we can. Why did you label the cheese? Did you think we wouldn't get it? got in here? Oh, it's a knife.
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Oh god.
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
I'm gonna leave you to die on this ship, June. I warned you.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch of stuff in it that described the sinking of the Titanic before it actually sank.
Yeah, that's the one. The title of the novel is Futility. It was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But...
I know. I mean, I didn't know the name of the book, but the story was the same, right? It was just like what happened on the Titanic.
Okay, so she didn't bring up Nostradamus. You get to live, June.
Yeah.
For now.
Well, I heard it was all a hoax.
a hoax.
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well was actually added after it sank. Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
But the novel was published in 1898, 14 years before the accident.
This boat has a suspicious number of people on it who know shit about the Titanic. I mean, I know it's only 2, but it's strange it's happened that much. Oh no.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book.
Let me know when you're back, bro. Ah, sweet.
14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic.
Who didn't?
He figured that was his chance, you know? He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel, so that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Fucking genius move. An evil move, but genius.
Really?
Really? There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
But that wasn't the only book that predicted the Titanic sinking.
Oh god, don't bring up Nostradamus, please. I like you, June. Don't make me leave you to drown.
It wasn't?
Yep. There were 2 other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead.
Alright, yeah, she keeps coming perilously close to dooming herself, you know that? Also, I'm pretty sure she's 0 at this point. Either that or has something to do with 0. Just getting my water out. So I can drink some water. Then it's cook time after the water.
Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892.
This guy seems to have a fetish for making boat singing books.
Stead wrote 2 stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster.
Yeah, because boat safety was pretty shit at the time.
In one, 2 ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
Okay. Lady. Very few, if any, boats had enough lifeboat capacity for the entire, like, passenger, like, capacity of the boat. They were only legally required to have, like, half of the capacity of the actual ship. So, I don't know what you want, lady. Like, this was a well-known problem at the time.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Hmm?
Oh god.
But what if Stead had some sort of special powers?
the ability to do automatic writing.
Automatic writing. I don't understand why people who do automatic writing just don't claim that they're constantly being visited by the ghosts of doctors. That would explain why nobody can ever read anything.
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
But Jumpy, you said you believe in curses.
Come on, that's totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this dead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
Oh god, she's coming perilously close to mentioning Nostradamus.
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What?
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
Why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But...
Come on, let's get back to it.
That's what it's for. Why did that sound so threatening? Oh, we can cut cheese with it. I don't know. It would explain an awful lot if June and Santa were related. Although I'm just kind of sitting here going, so like... would the ages match up for June to have known Iris? 'Cause she's college aged. In like, what, 2001, and no, I don't think there's any way that she could have met Iris, but my god, she's a lot like Iris. She's so much like Iris, it's weird. Junpei swears a lot. I love him for that. Wait, ooh, it's cold in here.
It's cold in here. What is this?
Are you blind?
Maybe you should wait outside with Lotus.
It's...
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
You haven't really been that helpful.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago.
No, my fever's gone now.
But...
Huh?
What?
No! Why did it suddenly close? Ah! The knob's frozen.
But why?
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on. It's no use. It won't budge.
Why did you close the door behind you instead of wedging it open like a normal human being would have? The worst case scenario is that Lotus would have gotten a bit cold.
You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Oh.
God damn it.
Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get...
2 heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll...
Yeah. Well, let's just take a good
I
look around this room.
Right.
I love the implication that June also thinks that Santa is completely fucking useless. Oh, dry ice. That might come in handy.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get.
Hell if I know.
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
Ow.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
How fucking cold is it in here?
Despite my looks, I am the queen... the queen of random knowledge.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off. Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yes, that's right.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
It is kind of weird.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure. But at 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure...
It won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
See, that is weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees.
You're Japanese. Why are you using Fahrenheit?
So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Huh?
I heard about it.
It's actually really insulting. Most countries use Celsius, and yet most English-speaking countries use Celsius, and yet they didn't think to change that, so we'd understand what the fuck they were talking about.
Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9?
Well, this explains the mummy.
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
See, this is useful information. I don't know how, but it explains that mummy.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yep. Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed. And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is, all glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize.
Is this true?
But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating. Communicating in some way that we can't sense.
It's not smart. It's don't know why I'm arguing with this, it's so stupid.
And now it's happening everywhere.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But,
Honestly, I'm the queen of random knowledge. I would be more... She'd be more interesting as a character if she was doing a chemistry degree, to be brutally honest.
what does that have to do with Ice 9?
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
Oh my god, you got outsmarted by Santa? How can you live with yourself, Senpai?
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world. At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick. Alright guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kind of at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. So seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. I freaking hate the cold.
Then why are you dressed like that? I don't like the cold, and I'm usually wearing, like, at least 2 layers.
So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Selfish, isn't he? Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
What do you mean You're wearing, like, a long sleeve shirt and a puffer jacket. She's got on, like, a dress and a jumper underneath it with tights. You're both way more dressed than he is. He's fucking freezing. He's your idiot's son. Ah, frozen chicken. I don't know how this is going to come in useful, but whatevs. Wait a minute. Are they in a room that's minus 109 degrees Fahrenheit? Hang on, what? That's not what I wanted. What's this? Okay. What's this? Rope! Rope is always useful. Always in video games, if you can, have a hammer, a screwdriver, and a bit of rope. And yeah, Santa Claus is from Lapland. Or the North Pole, but... Okay. Okay. Let's, search. Ah, it's empty too! Combine! Action! Oh, okay, Combine! Action! Combine! Action! Yeah, I know. Ugh. I think I figured out what it wants me to do, but it won't let me do it. Oh, it's a fish. Okay. Yes, they're pipes. Combine. Action. I actually wasn't expecting that to work. But it did. Sweet. Combine. Action. Yeah, I know. What have I got? Oh, right, rope. I have a rope. Combine! Action!
Put water into and make sure the lid. Now I just have to put this. All right. So, what do we do now?
You just need to give it a little tap. Bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go.
Small rock. All right. This ought to.
Just a bit of ice.
Dry ice.
All right, guys. Stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
get inside.
Good thinking, Batman.
All right. Here I 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
Oh.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. All right, for real this time. You guys ready?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
All right, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
Jumpy, the ice on the door. Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes. All right.
Hooray! We're out.
Move.
Oh, god damn it! Hot. Fuck!
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
Ooh, welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for
How
you
long
guys.
were they gone? God, time moves so strangely in this game.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die.
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Fine.
She's kind of got a point
But
there,
there's
Jen.
one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
What? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you died, then I died too.
Yeah, I guess so. If she really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least. Not an attempted murderer. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's all right. As long as you understand.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Was Lotus designed by Pixar? Because she seems to have a dump truck ass. To the grill! This is actually a really terrible way of defrosting things. C plus 10 plus F. So that's like 12. So 12 plus 10 plus 16. Yeah. Oh, okay. $37. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Oh, wrong button. Oh, that was wrong. Hawk nose. Corporate finance, what the fuck? Ugh. So it's 12 plus... Oh no, it's 16, isn't it? Dumbass. That's 10 plus... 12 plus 16 plus 15. 12 plus 15 plus 16. 10... Sorry. 12 plus 16 plus 15 equals 43! Yay! Yay, we got the key card. I guess it is kind of cool to see how they got this. I wonder if they got shut in the freezer. Yeah, you found it. The way out.
I think we've been here before.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D. First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors. But they were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now,
That's the other
let's see.
one.
This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
And do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed, but it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
Route D, then.
D it is.
Ah, they're going for the D.
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set. Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C-deck.
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs, just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Another strange mark.
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it. That seems like...
Did you think she'd get away with saying that to her face? You fucking idiot. God, you're such a dumbass, Junpei. Are we sure you're not related to Santa? Although Santa does seem to know about chemistry, which is surprising to be brutally honest. Now for my last can of Coke. Also, I think I'm right. I think one of these coal packs is leaking. Oh, I need to at least clean out the inside of this freezer bag.
What was that about the mark again?
Why do you hate Lotus so much? I mean, yeah, she's kind of awful, but not in a devil kind of way. The fuck?
Nothing.
This is a Mercury symbol. The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes, herpes, whatever.
You're just jealous that June's smarter than you. So. Sorry, right. There we go. I have some Hotel chocolates. I want to eat one. Nom 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 nom. They're caramel city bunnies, which are really nice.
If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
I don't know, Junpei. Maybe if you play your cards right, June will be. Hey.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
And now the right hallway.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right. Let's start with this one. Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it. What?
The hell is this? This place is huge.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital?
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end. The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Where are the others?
Oh, it's no use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the notary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red, the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one...
There's nothing on it.
Right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
It's not responding.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed. Snake! Ace, Clover, 7.
How?
How did you guys?
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information. There you have it. Our half of the story.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight.
I wonder if it's possible to prevent Snake from being... Oh. Yeah, he doesn't die anyway.
When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
You're right. Oh, there's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot or something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good.
What's Sparky? And tell me more about the worst sex scene in all of anime.
If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
The Gigantic?
What is this gigantic?
The Gigantic.
Baki is an anime about a dude who is like, I want to be a martial artist, and everyone else is like, okay, and then he does that. Okay, but how does that lead to a terrible sex scene?
She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early... Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner, like the Titanic, but the British Navy took her over and made her a hospital. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a jerk. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that?
But the narrator monologues, very solemnly going, they were like animals. They made love like animals, pure and unburdened. And then, oh god, yeah, I've seen that! Oh god, because they, oh god. Oh god. Let us never speak of this again.
One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gordain bought her. It seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself, which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, but the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Bourdain bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
Hang on. I want to check something. Oh. Why did you send me that on Discord?
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Oh, okay, so this is like an alternate universe version of the Britannic. That makes sense, I guess.
Pipe down. Just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got
Proof?
proof that this ship is really the Gigantic?
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured...
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Science isn't a good reason to traumatize your best friend
Right.
like that.
Well, I mean... I don't know.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Yeah.
Your point being?
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What? It sounds like the clock in the main stairway. 10, 11, 12. 12.
It's midnight. Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find them.
What do you mean, fine? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms?
Alright, so everyone knows?
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll all meet up when the clock... how about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find...
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this. It's 1. I better get back to the others.
God, these people are thick.
Huh? What are they doing over there? What happened, guys?
Jumpy, look!
Vacant.
Yeah, it's really a dick move that Zero just made them sacrifice an entire hour of their time.
Come on, guys. Who was it?
Because he wanted to make sure they had to go through together.
I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well...
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see. You're right. It's in there. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look. It's just as you said. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
None.
Huh. Wait. Where's Snake? Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do is pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
No! That's impossible! Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really... So he... I'm gonna go look...
Hey, hold on, Clover. Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving two people behind! We should go look for them!
Oh, man. This ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
It's a bit rich coming from you, Santa.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours.
Let's split up.
All right.
Then I shall look.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
All right. We should...
Yes, let's go! But where should...
Let's see. Oh, what about the...
Okay, let...
Yeah, because he hasn't been there yet.
Are you all right? Look, I know you're really worried.
No.
Hmm?
I said leave me alone!
No, you didn't.
You're so annoying! Go away! Why are you still here? Huh? Fine, forget it.
All right.
Yeah.
We really need to... So, where do you... How about the casino?
Let's go take...
Hey, what do you think you're...
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking...
I'm just not seeing...
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you.
No, that's all right. Let's go, June.
Was that okay?
No, I've got a pretty good idea. We should be looking for...
Huh.
Well, where should we go? Let's go back downstairs and... Oh, it's...
Hey, Snake! Answer me!
Let's go.
I didn't talk to Ace last
Hello
time.
there. Snake is... Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
You dick.
Right.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why would you say that?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't notice that they look different, would he?
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't. Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare. At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back. You can leave this area to...
All right. Let's go, Jumpy.
Something about that was... I'll think on it later. Like Ace said. Finding... Alright. Where should...
I'm gonna check the first class
Let's go
cabin
check out
again.
Okay.
No one's here. Maybe we'll have more luck, but where?
I think we've looked everywhere, so...
Let's head back to the...
All right. Let's...
Hey, wait. That's... Santa? What are you doing?
What? You can't tell.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
This... the guts. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious.
Who do you think did it?
I don't know.
Well, what about you?
Maybe there's someone else on this ship with us.
You mean someone hiding here?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just an idea.
And you're saying this mystery
I mean, I'm
person
right,
fits the
but
red?
that's only because I know things that you don't,
Yeah.
Santa.
Why?
That's, I don't know.
Seems unlikely.
Why?
I don't know. Just a feeling. Hard to believe Zero'd bring in a secret 10th player. I mean, the name of the game is the Nonary game, for Christ's sake. You know what Nonary means, right? It means 9.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean more like someone who's been living here for a long time. Or someone who, like, stayed here.
Seriously? That's even... Why do you think Zero would leave them alone?
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Bingo!
But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it.
Yeah,
But
no idea. Maybe if they can clean up
something bad?
don't know. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
You think maybe they did something to Snake?
Yeah. Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
I'm looking at you, June.
And that's that, I guess.
I've looked everywhere.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched. We can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a problem, though. Gotta figure out who's gonna go through which...
Yes, I have a proposal. Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Why are you so harsh, Lotus? Like, what made you this way?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps it's a bit of a harsh word, but you've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively,
Do you want to
then
check the
3 people
flowchart?
will be left behind.
Okay, so we've unlocked some stuff. Good.
We split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave one...
Then... You're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive, then one person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa, whoa. Calm down, you two. Look, what Lotus is trying to say is you should aim to bring the greatest...
Exactly. That's how democracy works.
No, it isn't.
And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed. What do you think?
No.
I'm not asking you. Shut up. What about you, Sam?
Me?
All right, that's 1 vote with 7.
I can't say we don't exactly have a choice. We're gonna do something.
Glad to see if I can get 1 more vote. What about you, Clover? Hey, your brother has to be behind one of the number of doors. We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Let's go look for him. If we sacrifice 1, you agree with me, right?
Okay.
That's horribly
Motion
manipulative
carries.
of you, Lotus.
Now, let's start a vote to...
That won't be necessary. I will stay. That should solve our problem.
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that.
June, I'm afraid you may... I said I would stay.
Huh?
I trust you. Each and every one of you.
No, you don't.
I believe you'll come back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts. Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out. If we go through them.
You won't be able to return, correct?
Yeah.
The thing is, you know there's a door with a Jupiter symbol on it. There's so many different ways around this shit.
True, but that will not be the case.
What?
Please. Ideally, within the...
No, that's ridiculous. We've only got 5 hours. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find...
Then, perhaps you would prefer... Or perhaps you would be willing to... You see? Then I see we... Go on. Go, quickly.
Let's accept his kind offer then.
Good. I think this is the best thing. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time.
You're right. We should...
Seb,
Seriously.
you too, Seb? I have to find... Wait! Oh, there has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, but there's...
Fine. Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. We just have to sit down together. Ace! What happened? Ace, say something.
I'm all right.
How are you all right?
This...
A syringe? Soberil Beta. Did you...
Yes. It's just... anesthetic. I'll be fine.
Anesthetic?
I found it earlier while we were searching the... I thought it might be useful. Later. I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am.
Ace.
I just like to sleep.
No, don't.
So, I think I'll have...
Please stop hitting on June. It's creepy.
Let's get him up on a bed.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste, right?
Like you even mean that.
You say something?
No, nothing.
Yeah, we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh?
Well, we haven't decided.
Oh, yes.
Enough of this screw. You first, Lotus.
It's the same number as my bracelet.
Got it. You're right. You're next, 7.
I'll take 7.
What? What did you just say?
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
You're gonna get it next time.
All right. Who's next? Junpei? Which door do you?
Hang on, let me check something. Oh, I can't look at the flow right now. That's really fucking useful, isn't it? I don't know. We're with 3, I guess.
I want to go through door number...
Nope, you can't.
Huh?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3,
Why?
bracelet numbers for the 6 of us, there are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, that's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go.
I see. That means one...
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options. Option A, have 3, 5, 8 go through door 7, and 4, 6, 7 go through door 8. Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Option C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6.
Wait. But that means 5 and 6 can never be on the same team. If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you... Anyway, that's the deal. You've got 2 choices. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be... So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8?
Oh god. I mean, I know this is safe, so I'm fucking going balls to the walls on this.
Sorry, Santa.
What? That's why the hell are you?
I'm just curious about...
That doesn't explain.
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me. I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me? Please, just do it.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June.
Jumpy, what are you...
Yep. I think I might have found another way out.
What?
Really?
Now please, June.
What is going on?
Okay.
Alright, the only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. Would be 9, right?
Yes. And what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
Oh my god, you son of a bitch.
You tricked us! All that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit? Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
So, who's it going to be? Santa or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Let's go, Clover.
Huh?
Fuck!
Oh, no, wait!
You little shitbag.
Insane!
Yeah, well, but...
Go.
I know! I didn't see this coming. Because I'm shit at maths.
You son of a bitch, Junpei! Do you realize what you just did?
Shut it! That's enough! We gotta find the dead or none of this... We got less than a minute left. No time for screwing around. Get moving!
Damn it. Where? Where the hell?
Over there! It's...
Damn. It's...
Can't see a thing.
No, wait. I found it.
Ah, the floor's...
Hey! What the...
There's something...
Get over there! Quick! Get... It stopped.
I don't...
What the hell is this smell? This is vile.
Oh, you're right.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over... Okay, guys, I'm flipping it.
Man, they really did go through the movie logic of you can still, in the dark, you can still see everything, but it's slightly bluish.
What? Hey. Oh, this is... Looks like an explosion. Just like the Ninth Man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gun.
Oh, God. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
The face is the worst.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
Is that...
Oh my God. Why did this happen?
No! 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 No!
Stop! Calm down. Hey!
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here! Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
Get me out of here! Please! Please! Just let me out!
June. Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me go! Let me go!
Please, calm down. It's gonna be alright, June.
We can get therapy after this. We live in Japan. We have a decent healthcare system.
It's going to be okay, Connie. I'll be here with you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here for a little while at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
We better get to it.
Interesting. Okay, so there's a light. Le bouquet.
The rabbit hutch.
Huh?
Oh, you just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Oh shit! The mental health care system is pretty terrible. Or even for like basic trauma. That's awful. Come on, Japan. Get it together.
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
Don't you remember? You mean, you don't remember that summer either?
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It was terrible.
Oh? Law. They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbit. Who is messaging me? Guys, I'm in the middle of a stream. Do you mind? Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand and you looked very serious and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were gonna catch the killer together.
June smiled, and a little of the flush of life returned to her cheeks.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided that the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's, Akane Kuroshiki's face. That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
He'd felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say it.
Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
She looked up at him, confused.
Come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried. Because you were there with me.
She blushed furiously,
Well, you know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
clearly embarrassed, as he tried desperately to change the subject.
I was the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
No, I think she did it too.
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were going to make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't going to tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Yeah, it is.
He nodded quickly and much too earnestly, then quickly looked away at something very important.
Really?
Of course.
That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked it. Oh my God's sake. She. Fucking hell, you two. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June. But it had been so long, he couldn't bring himself to tell her now how he'd felt back then. Elementary school ends when you're like 12? Is it? When does elementary school end in Japan? Like, could you tell us? That would be really handy. It would be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
Jude nodded curtly, then turned and walked
I
away.
should get back to it myself.
Ugh.
That's right. Pool of blood.
Junpei turned around and looked at the room. At Snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing?
So he's college age now, so that's like 18 to 21 or 2. It's gotta be like the last time they saw each other before this must have been 6, 7, 8 years ago. That's a long time to hold on to a crush like that.
Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess.
Despite such a situation, or because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him.
To survive, no matter the cost.
This bathroom is absolutely coated in raspberry jam.
I need to make sure she gets out too.
As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live. A broom. Okay, we've been at this for 2 3/4 hours, so what I'm going to do is get the fuck out of this room. And I think that will lead us back to the main room, so however that goes, we'll finish after that, because I'm actually quite interested to find out. But this stream's been going on for a while, so I can't stick around forever, unfortunately. What the fuck is that? Oh, a screwdriver. Always handy to have in an adventure game. I think that's it. What's in here? This one's open. a key card. I don't remember. Did somebody find that last time? Okay. Aha!
Hey, Junpei, you know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
No.
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
Oh yeah?
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107.
How do you know this, Santa? You're an idiot.
Of course, there are other external things that
Like what?
well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna, or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right.
Huh? What's up?
Nothing. Forget about it.
What was that all about?
I think he was threatening you and he's annoyed that it didn't take. Oh no, not a valve puzzle. I hate valve puzzles. Ah. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. $957 plus. Okay, this bullshit again. Yes, it is. She does have that many mouths. It's grand. What the? What the hell is a Cytel? I'm with Santa on this and that usually never happens. Combine! Action! Search. 634 plus. Okay. What's in the box? What's in the box? Loot. Sorry, I knocked something over whilst I was just covering my face in despair. Oh god, my Phoenix Wright days aren't behind me. I thought they were. I thought they were. Okay. L. Okay. Hang on, let me get a piece of paper. See, what am I doing? I could just put this in the chat. L. There you go. Okay. Oh. We'll find out. Aha! We got the blue card. Okay, so we've got 6, 3, 4 plus, hang on. Sorry, itchy head. That's... What the fuck? How about now? Is it back to normal? Oh good, how much did you miss? Because I might have hit a hotkey without realising it. Because OBS wasn't broadcasting for some reason.
There's a large iron door.
Let's take a look. Huh? What are you doing, Seven?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So, I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting. Alright, let's go.
Jumpy, look!
What's up?
What's that on the wall there?
Oh, I think it's... a map of the ship's interior?
Oh, that's a shame. You
It
didn't
says
see me doing
sea
some
deck.
sick maths.
So it's the map for this floor then. We'll have time to study it later.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
He's gonna get so hard, smacked so hard.
You're shitting me. We're back.
Clover! Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay. Lotus? What are you... How could you do this to us?
Knock it off. We got bigger shit to
It's
worry
also
about.
very rich from you, Lotus. You were perfectly willing to let somebody else die.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in that door over there. The one without a... As long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut. So you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. Stuck a broom at the door there, too.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing?
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
What the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Fine, let's go.
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me.
Oh, it's so depressing.
I didn't think it would happen so soon, though. Should I go as well?
Yeah.
Very well.
Why didn't you forewarn the poor girl that her brother was dead?
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3, and they shoved him into it. Well, they waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Fortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door, and then 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake in a single...
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, let's say you're right. When do you think Snake...
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
No, he's implying 2 of you are killers.
Not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it?
You little shit.
Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes, that is why we can't let we have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes, almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
I do think Zero's on this ship.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
Huh?
Like Clover said.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you, Ace?
No reason. I've got a great reason. And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier.
It's the kind of shit Monokuma would do.
If that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet? I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward.
Why's that?
Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. Seven, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. Seven and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because I don't know.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument.
In other words, you only had circumstantial...
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Ah.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move, Seven. Chloe, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now...
You're right, but
We must go. We have very little time left.
our next destination is Mercury. Here we go.
Oh, that's the...
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see.
We didn't go through the other 2 doors. That means there's keys
No,
missing
no.
now, isn't there? Interesting.
Looks like there's only 2 floors.
See, and time to head down then.
This is a numbered door.
Yeah, it's door 2.
So who should go through?
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered doors.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Very well. Would anyone...
I'll do it.
I'll go too.
And I suppose I need to go too then.
All right, we're taking off.
Okay, please be careful.
Jesus. You two are acting like you're married, you know that?
Oh,
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
These guys.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Where the hell is it?
I don't see it.
Oh, there it is. It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before... All right. This hallway's pretty short, but 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
All right, let's get started.
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
And I'll take this first one.
I'll try the one next to it.
Well, I guess I...
Let's just check the flow before we leave. Oh, hello. That was not what way I was expecting to go. This is a whole new ball game. Intrigue. So I went through 8, so that would put me there. So if I went through 7, it would put me there. Cool. Okay, so we got a little bit further than I said I would, so I'm going to call it the... Yeah, I want to save the evidence. sure. I'll see you guys next time then. Yes. Oh, it's like nearly 1 in the morning. Okay. Oh, bye.